Hey there viewers, and welcome back. Today we're going to put the valves in this motor real quick, like a bunny. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need your two freshly lapped, your intake and your exhaust. Of course, this being the exhaust without having the dish, so that one's going to go over on that side. And this being the intake. Everything's cleaned up. We also did the brake clean or the lacquer thinner and the pipe cleaner treatment. So if that hasn't been done on your motor, see the valve lap service video, link in the description of this video, of course. You will also need your two valve springs, and in the case of this engine, these valve springs are not different. So the intake and the exhaust are the same exact part number. You also need the two keepers. Speaking of valve springs on some car engines, they might be different. So make sure if you're doing one of those that you don't mix things up. Next up, you're going to need this little lip seal. Okay, or this valve stem seal. So if your engine is puffing oil on deceleration, this is more than likely the issue. If it smokes when you start it up, you know, whatever, first thing, this is more than likely the issue. If you're rebuilding this engine, you should probably replace this part because the little rubber seal on it goes bad. And then oil seeps down the valve stem because there's oil up here in the guide and this side's under vacuum. And lo and behold, we have blue smoke and we have oil consumption, even if we put new piston rings on it. So not cool. Let's take a look at installing these parts. Step one, what I do, and this is just me, I take a little bit of this Lubriplate from Napa, not a sponsor of the show here, and I put a little bit of that Lubriplate on the stem of this valve, okay? And I do the exact same thing for this side. Don't use wheel bearing grease. I would use oil, but it makes a mess, and I don't have that here right now. So everything's lubed up. We're gonna come over here to this little rubber seal, and we're just gonna put a little bit on it like that. All right. So step two is gonna be kind of like Thanksgiving, where you grab the bird, and let's see, this is the intake side, so square. And you just reach up the bottom of the engine. You can see what you're doing kind of in the port and work that guy up. You can see the valve stem is chilling there. And since we're doing the intake side, we are going to put the seal on it. The seal does not go on the exhaust side, contrary to how some people seem to have done that in the past. We're going to put the spring on it, and then the keeper's got this little window. Kind of self-explanatory how he goes on. Unlike a car engine, you can do these with your fingers. I just align that little flat spot there on the keeper with the top because it looks nice. We're going to do the exact same thing with the exhaust valve. In it goes. If you're wondering what the noise is in the back, we are 3D printing. Gamer tags and fidget spinners. That's how we do it. Okay, so that is how everything should look up there. And you should be able to easily push on your valve springs, and you should hear no grinding. If you hear grinding, if there's grinding, you need to take things apart, redo the pipe cleaner treatment, and clean stuff out, because seriously, it's going to ruin your engine. When you start it. Not good. The last thing is, if you really want to get technical, you can put the spark plug in at this point. We did not put any lubrication on the face of the valve where it meets the seat. We should be able to put the spark plug in it, tighten it a little bit. We should be able to fill this cylinder full of water, and it should seriously not leak. Now obviously with steel parts, there's some precautions we would want to take there as far as not ruining things. But if you really want a good leak check, that is what I would do. I mean, I figure if it holds water with no grease on it, it's probably the best I can do to say that it holds air with no grease on it. So if it leaks, either go back, double check that valve lap, or make sure that everything is clean. Find a lot of problems just doing these in the classroom environment are just due to dirt. So what typically happens is there'll be valve grinding compound in the guide. Don't ask how or why, but it gets there apparently. and the valves will jam up when you go to run your engine. So kind of end up taking a few things apart to get the valves out and clean that up. So hey, I hope you enjoyed what we did here. Thanks for watching. Until next time.